out of room for dick riders too. And no more room left. So if you're playing the dick ride, a little late.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, fight, fight. Yo, we going all the way this year, man. We going all the way this year. Philadelphia Eagles. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Philadelphia Eagles Game Day special, hosted by Poppy Montega and my guy,
Jamal Jackson in the building. What's happening? Grand
What's
Rising,
up,
brother.
good brother.
Grand Rising.
How you doing? Hey, everything Q. What's up? Up in here early. Brethren told me what you said about me too. It's all gravy. She said she thought she think Poppy a parody rapper.
What? Why?
Yeah, she called Poppy a parody rapper. It's all good though. Yo, we've been going for a couple weeks.
Yes, we have, man. Yes, we have.
We back. We suffered a couple losses since we've been gone. Maybe we're the good luck charm.
Yo, how about that? How about that? So, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm gonna go with that one. I hope that's what it is because, yo, these last 2 weeks. Good morning, Tiffany. These last 2 weeks were stressful, man.
Don't you dare curse her like that.
My bad.
That's El Presidente.
Man, these last 2 weeks been stressful, man. I hate my math don't math, man. So I don't like.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
My math don't math, but I don't like it, man. It's when we talk. Ain't no way in hell, huh?
No, Lamb just stepped in the building.
What's up? What's up? Ain't no way in hell, man. I can imagine this number to this number. How sway?
Yeah, so for those of y'all that don't know, I may be wrong because I was tired when I looked, but I went on the Eagles Instagram this morning and it said that it's a possibility, it's a possible scenario that we can end up in 5th place.
How sway?
Going into the playoffs come the end of the day.
That's listen. I don't even want to think about that.
It involves the 49ers winning, and it involves the Cowboys winning, and some other teams too. But yeah, bro, we can go from 1st to 5th.
That is some bullshit, Laldo.
Speaking of that, Lamont just said the coordinator's got to go. Good news. The Texans are interested in our defensive coordinator, and it's a mutual interest.
Well, good.
Good for him, right? Get out of here, buddy.
Be exclusive. Grand Rising, sir.
I wanted to highlight at him before we came on. I hit him up this morning. He talking about, I ain't think y'all was going on this morning. Oh, we was going on today. The East Rutherford Midgets?
Of all days.
Grand Rising, Miss Jackson. How you doing?
Keita. No, get at her. You see what she typed? Get at her now.
Well. Yeah, Miss Jackson. Don't come in here cursing us like that.
Oh man.
But she said good and good night. So maybe she's still a little, But Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to the podcast, Eagles Game Day special. Yo, damn, on screen. Let me holler at these motherfuckers real quick.
Happy New Year's, everybody. We back, and I'm gonna be a little bougie this morning. I'm gonna drink a little Pellegrino. I laid some bubbles in my water this morning. Yeah, man, we've been off for 2 weeks.
My bad. Had to yell at the dogs real quick.
Listen. They need love too. Am I frozen?
Yeah, 2 weeks, bro. And no, I think it's on my end.
Okay.
It's me or it's you? All right, here we go. We good. So yeah, 2 weeks. We've been out of here, but I wanted to talk about something else before we got into this Eagles stuff because there's some stuff that's been going on the network, bro. Some stuff been going on the network, man. It's this boy named Brethren Samuels. Yeah, I mean, I heard he been coming on the network and he been like taking over people's shows and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ain't take over my shit yet because he already know what type time I'm on. But I heard Brethren been showing up. He been showing up, taking over people's shows. And then the last show, what was it? Friday. You know what I mean? I hopped in the comments and I'm typing, you know what I mean? And boy, he got the wrong temperature with me, bro. He took the wrong temperature with me. So this is all I wanted to do, though. This is all I wanted to do. Just because Brethren was on some fuck shit,
right?
I got his glasses, nigga.
I'm
gonna rock Brethren Samuel's glasses during the show. You know what I'm saying? On top of that,
seen him out?
Huh?
You seen him out?
Hey man, I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him because I feel like he be poking, he be saying little slick shit.
How you get the shades though?
Well, you know, Brethren, my folks.
Right, I know. You see, he gonna be walking around. You got his blockers on, man. He gonna be.
Well, I'm gonna put him back after the show. But yeah, I mean, look, everything Q talking about. Yeah, Brethren on everybody's shit list. Yeah, bro. Oh yeah, speaking about everything Q the other day, bro. He really told everything that they said inside each other DM, bro. Yeah.
He out of pocket.
You see, Shorty, everything Q, she was inside the comments one of the shows earlier this week. And her and Brethren was going back and forth and shit. So I'm thinking they playing. He like, yeah, I hopped in, what's her name? Elemental Q. Yeah, I mean, you know how that nigga talk.
Yeah.
I hopped all in the DM and she was all cold-footed and shit like that. You know what I mean? I put the pressure on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, go crazy, bro.
Yo, he out of pocket, man.
Crazy. Let me see what we got here. Tiffany saying, don't do that, Poppy. What, man? Like, Brethren, pretty boy Brethren, he ain't gonna do nothing. We're better than you. He talking about the Giants. Should have NDA'd that ass. Hottest
lawnmower from me. Yo.
Just don't take the Manscaped. Speaking of taking the Manscaped,
I seen a review.
Ball lotion, bro. This shit, yo, he was talking about this ball lotion all fucking week, my nigga. I was like, yo, I need to use it.
I can't with you. You trying to get some smooth balls down there?
No, it was that episode when he was like, it's ball toner. I think he said a ball toner. And he was like,
I seen his review.
Speaking of that, yo, what's up, Mr. Hannibal? Speaking of that, big exclusive. If you can, just let me know behind scenes. If you could queue up that review, we gonna show Brethren Samuel's review real quick.
Yo.
That's the thing that made him catch flames, bro. He think he all that. And the nigga, bro, without Manscaped, he wouldn't be shit.
That's crazy.
Manscaped, Brethren been around since what, October? Yeah, Brethren been around since like October, bro.
Okay.
And he was on some old love doctor shit. At first, niggas thought he was gay. Niggas thought he was gay at first. You know what I'm saying? Now, like,
that's what you gotta pull your people's coattail, man. Like, yo.
No, man, I'm just keeping it all the way funky. That's what he do. He be keeping it all the way funky. You better leave his shit alone. But like, oh shit. See how they met Brethren one time in person, bro.
Yo.
You got his lotion pop. Bro, they met Brethren one time. They met Brethren at the joint at the Pollyanna.
Yeah, I met him.
Pollyanna. That shit was lit, as all our events is.
His coordination.
Yeah. First of all, he told me I couldn't come. He like, they know who you is, Poppy. They don't know me yet. I'm like, bro, you know what? It's
that's
cool. So
all right. That explains it.
You know what I'm saying? And I dipped off, but now he did this Manscaped review. We're gonna show it to you in a second. But he did this Manscaped review. And like motherfuckers ain't calling him gay no more. The females is going crazy. Yo, he came on the other day with a motherfucker.
Hey, yo.
He had on a fucking blazer with a bow tie and no shirt, bro.
No. Listen, I caught the tail end of that. I'll turn the TV on. I turned the gas on. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Ain't nothing but people already told y'all from the beginning. I'll take it. Oh, my,
See?
really? You and him with the bitches, huh?
Now everybody buddy with brethren, bro. What about Poppy?
Yo.
What about Poppy? Poppy been around since the beginning, bro. They don't want to tune in to Poppy shows. None of that. As soon as brethren come on, everybody, you know what I'm saying? So fuck brethren, my nigga. Fuck brethren. I mean, I love him.
Right.
Fuck that nigga, because he think he's something he not. Let me see. Right. He got that man
Wow.
ball lotion and his shotties. What about his cuffs, bro? Do you take them to? No, I ain't wearing none of that shit that nigga be wearing.
Not this.
Yo, I go pick him up from the airport and shit. Nigga be having flowers and shit. I'm like, bro, we in Philly, my nigga. We are in Philly. I'm fresh from Aruba, nigga. Like, come on, man.
He's like a chip.
He's like a Chippendale dancing with all that. Bro, dog, he was lubed up. He talking about, I'm going to hit him with the genuine watch. And he did the shit. He lifted all up. I'm like, brethren, yo.
Yeah, you got to smack him around a little bit, man. Put a little baby powder in your
serious
head.
all the time. See?
Oh, that's what it is.
Everybody team brethren. Like, that Pop too serious. Pop always woke. Pop this, Pop that. Now everybody team brethren. You see what I'm talking about, bro?
Yo, come on, man. All right, woo shot. Don't let him knock you off your square, though.
I'm sorry. Look, I done stopped talking about the Eagles and everything. I'm sorry. But you know what?
Everything's about some real talk, Tiffany.
See? Bro, but you know what? I'm not going to do my man all the way dirty like that, because the shit was kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
the funniest part to me is the nigga don't be planning this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just be coming off. Like, he just be saying this shit. And it's like, bro, where the fuck is you coming up with this shit? You know what I'm saying?
So he takes shit? He on shit?
Huh?
He go bubble shit? He wild like that?
Bro, like, first of all, he come with his he got a little bit of chest hair, bro. I'm talking about like a little bit of chest hair, bro. And he be having this shit all open. Grand Rising Miss Lily. Huh? He be having this shit all open. He got on the fake ass chain and bracelet and shit. Bro, when they say we want brethren, you should see this nigga in my mirror, bro. He be shining. He sprayed the oil sheen shine all in his beard. I'm like, bro, like, ain't no. He be drawn, bro. But he be drawn.
He do coordinate though. I can't hold him. The socks with the shirt from last time I seen him was
word on the streets is that Pop don't want him around here no more. He got to get out of town before Sunday. Listen, bro, Pop wasn't getting no love like that. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little jealous. I'm a little envious, man.
You got a baby powder that boy.
Like the book.
Nobody did it better than Pop. So you know what I mean?
Bro, if it wasn't for me, there will be no brethren, my nigga. Now tell that nigga I said that.
He probably tuned in.
Tell that nigga I said that. I hear you, Poppy. Tell the nigga I said that. You know what I mean? But anyway.
Yo.
My man, some love.
I'm glad you let that out. I'm glad you vented that out, though.
Yeah, I just had, I had to let y'all know what was up, man. That's why I got your glasses on, brethren. I got your glasses, my nigga. I got your whole bag right here. And I'm having company for the Eagles game, so I will be using your ball lotion, nigga. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let's see this. For the people that haven't seen it, for the people that don't tune in, the Big Exclusive Network is taking off. We about to go into a whole nother stratosphere. Hopefully we can get this Manscaped code. You know what I mean? We get this Manscaped code. It's definitely a wrap. We gotta we trying to get 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube too. Make sure y'all get people to subscribe to our YouTube so we can start getting paid off of this shit, man. We gotta monetize this shit, man. You know what I mean? But with that being said, a big part of, everything going in the right direction now. Let's show brethren some love and show this Manscaped review.
What does somebody get the urban love doctor who has everything?
Oh man. I got the Lawnmower 4.0, the Manscaped Platinum package, player. and I immediately
went upstairs, took a shower, washed my testicles, and now they are smooth as eggs. It comes with ball lotion and ball cologne, and it is immaculate, player.
Oh shit!
It come with what?
Ball lotion. And ball cologne.
What?
It's Manscaped, the lawnmower 4.0. It got an LED light. You can shave your balls in the dark. This no chafing cream.
Woo.
Let me tell you a little story, right? I'll tell you a little story about the manscaping thing, right? Because it's been a long time since I had access to some smooth cutting shit, right? So I cut my ass fro, and boy, my cheeks ain't never felt so smooth, man. They just be. I had hair back there for so long, I forgot how it felt. Shout out to Manscaped 4.0, the lawnmower. It's crazy.
You got a question? What do ball lotion smell like?
Ball lotion smells delicious. And guess what? Guess what it say on the back of it?
Glide
Vegan.
and slide.
It say vegan. So you know what that means, ladies.
It's edible. It's edible.
Woo.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Excuse me.
What shoes? The chill.
Bro, boy,
Yo.
we doing too much, bro.
I ain't gonna front though, man. The bull wild. The bull
He be
wild.
doing too much though, bro. Like
Gonna hold you.
On one joint, he talking about something. Yeah, I shaved under my balls and noticed I had a mole under my left nut. Like, bro, you don't need to tell everybody all that, my nigga.
This nigga said,
Talking about smooth cheeks, bro. Like, who shaves their ass fro? Like, fuck out of here, bro.
yo. And it's
Shave
vegan. He
their
told
ass, bro,
he told
man.
the ladies it's vegan.
Yeah, like don't nobody want to put your tallywhacker in their mouth. What you trying to
Yo.
insinuate, nigga?
Yo, you make
Anyway,
you stay off your bed though.
yeah, you better make sure you stay on my bed. He be sitting on my couch and shit. He exposed the other day that this was a background. Ain't nobody know until Brethren sat on the chair because he be doing all that moving back and forth. The shit start moving. They like, hey, you're wall breathing. I'm like, damn, Brethren.
Oh, the fuck. Come
Yeah,
on.
man, like Brethren, man.
Yeah,
He be
you
on
got
some shit. But you know what? I'm not going to take this whole show up talking about Brethren. Let's get back to what we need to get back to. Shout out to Brethren Samuels, wherever he is. He's somewhere in Aruba. He said the Wi-Fi fucked up in Aruba, so he might not be tuned in. But he'll catch it on the playback. He'll catch it on the playback. Anyway. Yo, what about that L last week, man? Let's talk about the past 2 weeks as a collective. What did you see, man?
That's a couple. The last 2 weeks, it's been the coordinators, man. Like Hurts is not in there.
What up,
Minshew can't do what Hurts does. So why did y'all not change up the system for Minshew?
And that's the thing. They did change up the system. They just changed it wrong.
All right,
think about it. We ain't run too many screens. Last week we didn't run the ball until it was damn near halftime.
That's what I'm saying.
They changed it.
That's how you. Well, they changed it wrong, but I'm saying change it so that it benefits us.
Right.
They didn't do that. Like they do their homework, man, or something, or they thought Minshew could be a Hurts in a half a Hurts or whatever. I don't know. It's perplexing, man.
Well, you see they grinding Chris Sims up, right?
Who the hell is Chris Sims?
You don't remember
the on-air dude?
Sims' son? Phil Sims' son? Chris Sims
right,
used to play quarterback.
Right, but where he at?
He's an analyst now.
Okay, all right. That's what I thought. All right. I didn't know that was his son, but all right.
Yeah, he said there's just no way he's more valuable to his team than Mahomes, Burrow, or Allen. if you put Gardner Minshew in the Eagles offense, they'd still be really damn good. That was before we put Gardner Minshew in to run the offense.
So they grinded him up for that statement, and also heard him not grinding up Parsons, but thanking him. Like when he said it's the system, Michael Parsons. Remember, he was like, "Yo, it's the system.
Yeah.
It ain't Hurts. No, look at it now." So now they saying his name is Jalen the System Hurts.
That's about to be his new name. So how about this? Chris Sims' response to everybody is "fuck off."
Yeah, that sounds like he want to take his ball and go home. He upset
all the
now.
networks. To all the networks, he said "fuck off."
So, is that just like two dudes just in like a big ass room at a little ass table?
No,
I think
Chris Sims.
Yeah, he
I'm
got a
sure.
podcast or a show, whatever.
Oh yeah. He definitely on the podcast too. He is.
So maybe I think I saw that. I think I did see that where he's like, you know what, ESPN holla at me or something like that. I'll be glad to come on and talk. I think I saw exactly what you're talking about.
He was an ass QB and is jealous. I didn't say it. Lamet did.
Good. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Crevion LeBlanc. Some of y'all might remember him from 2 years ago. He's waiting. He's waiting. He said if the Eagles give him a call, he's ready. This dude is so ready that he's been watching the games with his Eagles equipment on.
It sound like me. I just ain't got a helmet. But listen, I'm not mad at that.
Now,
yo, 33 irks my soul.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He does.
What's his name? Scott?
Josiah Scott, sir.
He did make that one pick that game. That was a good job.
That don't make up for everything else, though.
It don't.
I clap for it.
Job.
But that don't make up for everything else, man.
The playoff picture as of yesterday before the games.
Mm-hmm.
If the playoffs had started this weekend, we would have the number 1 seed. The wild card round would involve the Seahawks versus the 49ers, the Giants versus the Vikings, and the Cowboys versus the Bucks. That's what it would be if this playoffs had started this week. Of course, things could change off after the day and what happened yesterday.
Okay.
Season career high in sacks. Brandon Graham, what's that, 11?
Yeah.
11. I believe
he should get comeback player of the year.
He should be the comeback player of the year. Typically, people don't come back from that injury. Not only did he come back, he came back and made an impact and played
producing
every game.
Crazy. And the age.
Yeah, because what are you, 34?
Yeah.
35? And he's the longest tenured Eagle. We lost to the Saints 20-10.
Defense, man. Even though,
you blaming it on the defense?
No. No, that I'm agreeing with AJ on that one. He was good with us. What to say? Maddox, what?
No, he's talking about LeBlanc. He's saying Scott should be cut.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was
agreeing. 33 should be. He hurts my soul. But no, I didn't. When I said the defense, because Gannon got an issue with making in-game decisions or in-game changes. Like he can't change shit up on the fly. He'll wait till halftime and then want to make some. I don't understand it. That's why when you said that the Titans are interested, let him go, man. Let him go.
The Texans.
Oh, the Texans. All right, let him go there.
But speaking of the Titans, did you see Derrick Henry caught a body?
No, another one. No, I did not see it.
It was I think what's his name, Janoris Jenkins.
Yo, he needs teardrops. He definitely needs teardrops.
Yeah, he caught another body. I think where we messed up against the Saints was with what's his name, Taysom Hill. Me and AOG was talking about this during the game. I said if they go away from Taysom Hill, we can win. They went away from him a little bit. We came back into it. They went back to him, and bro, Taysom is a beast, bro.
He is, but that's a part of the defense. Like You gotta just when this dude is in the game, you know he's going to get the ball or do something with the ball.
It's hard to play defense when you on the field the whole game. Don't get me wrong.
That's true.
The defensive coordinator, yeah, because that first drive, we just let them march right down the field. We didn't do nothing. We just lined up across from them.
Nada. And the tackling was horrendous.
And if you take away that first drive, we win that game without Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, this is why I was saying that we should have played Hurts against the Cowboys, because even though he had the injury, he was still capable of playing. Because remember, he finished the game with that injury and still threw a touchdown. You dig what I'm saying? He was able to play. Had we played and beat the Cowboys, none of these games would matter.
And he could still be getting his rest.
You know what I'm saying? Instead, we have to win today.
I thought he was going to play last week.
He should have.
But I think the damn coordinators, Minshew looked good against the Cowboys. So, all right, we got him for, we'll put him in for the Saints.
Speaking of that, speaking of the Giants, what's the boy that hurt Nick Foles?
The one who was doing the snow angel and shit?
Yeah, we owe him.
I don't know his name.
Nick Foles is always an Eagle.
Damn right.
Nick Foles is always an Eagle. And he brought us our first Super Bowl. And we ain't that's gonna be our motivation today, player.
I'm with that. I hope PG in the locker room and Flex telling them that too.
Franchise record single season sacks. What about all these guys we got over 10 sacks, bro?
Well, we got, is it 5 or is it only 4? It could be 5 after the day.
I think it's 4 over 10.
But today could possibly be 5 over 10. I don't think no team has ever done that.
How does that make you feel? Statistically, this is arguably one of the greatest defenses, believe it or not.
It definitely is. I love it. Right now in the moment, it makes me feel good. But what I don't like about it, well, not only I don't like, what scares to hear that is when it comes time for money to be put out. They go like, dude, you see what I did last year? I need money. We can't afford everybody.
We ain't gonna have to.
Why not? Well, I mean, we can't, but
because
if it's working like that, I need it. I love it.
Let's look at it from the competitive side of things. If you had a Jordan Davis and all these young guys behind you playing up how they playing, wouldn't you be balling?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's almost like you're gonna have to start over. Because how many you got? Sue. What's the other boy that came over with Sue? Shit.
Lavelle, Landell.
Joseph,
yeah.
Him? Like, ain't they all on 1 year?
They're getting paid incentives and veteran minimum.
But they all on 1 year deals.
1 year deal.
Right? Yeah.
Quinn come back today. He on a 1 year deal, but he been hurt.
Maybe we'll hear his name for the first time. Maybe we'll.
No, he was playing. He was balling a little bit. The only person I'm worried about them dropping the ball on, bro, is Reddick. I hope they don't drop the ball on Reddick. That boy got like 16 sacks or something like that. Career year, bro.
They better not.
Always around the ball. He's always around the ball.
And he's the type of player that you need around here. In this day and
Sousa said, no, y'all did the right thing because if he would have re-injured himself, y'all would be crying. It should be most important to have him healthy for the playoffs. That was the point, though. He was just injured. He wasn't hurt. He was able to play. And if he could have pushed through that game, he would have more time to rest.
Yeah, he could have been resting all these weeks.
Instead of having to play right now so he can rest some more. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he would have more games to rest. Quinn never got off the plane from Chicago, and Reddick was just signed as a free agent, so he's here. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it was overachieved so much. He could entertain offers, if I'm not mistaken, because his deal wasn't nothing crazy like that.
He want to be here. He's home.
Oh, yeah, he definitely wants to be here, for sure.
He at home.
Listen, I'm all for it, but I'm just telling you know how our organization do, bro. We find a way to lose motherfuckers, man. That be impactful on the season.
Facts.
So we got 8 Pro Bowlers this year. I feel like we should have 10, even though 2 of them got disqualified from.
Which is corny. I don't understand that rule. How they was able to finagle that
went on
shit in there.
Reserve. That's why. I think if you go on IR, that's it.
But if you're able to come back before the season's over and you still leading the league in interceptions, and
I agree.
What? You missed 5 games and now you tied. 2 other people caught up with you, but it's the top of first place. Come on, that makes no sense.
Once again, we don't plan on any of our guys playing in the Pro Bowl.
Absolutely.
But I want to shout out the guys that did make it. Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, A.J. Brown, Lane Johnson. This one shocked me. I ain't going to hold you. This one I'm about to say right here.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Landon Dickerson.
Yeah.
How he made it, I have no clue.
I don't know. That's previous stats. You can entertain anything.
Jason Kelsey, Hassan Reddick, and Darius Slay. He really didn't overachieve. Check his previous stats, and he can't entertain anything because he's locked in. No, he outplayed what he did on his previous 3 teams. He played better than he did for the Panthers. He played better than he did for the Cardinals. And where else did he play? He played for the Panthers, the Cardinals, and somewhere else before he played here.
I don't even remember the Panthers. I remember the Cardinals. But...
Well, wherever he was playing, he was getting around like 10 sacks.
Right,
he was around the ball. But the impact he had here in Philadelphia was far more significant than what he had on the other teams.
Okay.
And I know sometimes it be incentives like, yeah, you may have like and I don't know his contract. I'm just saying, AOG. Sometimes you may have a 3-4 year deal, but they'll say, if you get us 15 sacks this year, you could renegotiate your contract. Like, it'd be stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he overachieved based on what he had been doing in previous seasons. There's no telling what, you know what I mean? And we find a way to lose people. Bradbury should have made it over Slay.
Even though he was the highest percentage-wise as far as the D-backs, like his percentage for, I guess, no contest, they didn't throw to a side, but that play last week.
The only reason why I disagree with that is when Bradbury, the few times that Bradbury did get beat, it was on Bradbury. The few times that Slay appeared to get beat, it was the defense that we was in. You dig what I'm saying? It wasn't Slay's responsibility, but he was in the area. Like, you dig what I'm saying?
Right. And
he had double-digit sacks the previous 2 years. No, he did. I said he had 10, 11 sacks for his previous 2 teams, but this time he up at like 16 or something like that. He had far more bigger impact this year with us than he did with his previous 2 teams.
All his other teams, okay. Slay shit was a lot of it was due to Josiah Scott screwing up too.
Yeah. Here's some news that's not Eagle news, but I want to bring it up because it don't seem that anybody really talking about it. I want to send some prayers up for Peyton Hillis.
Yo, I just read something about that.
Yeah, Peyton Hillis is in critical condition after saving his children from drowning.
Right.
Down in Florida somewhere. Slay been getting cooked and hasn't made a play in damn near 10 games. You can't get cooked in cover 2, AOJ. You can't get cooked in cover 2. That's why he's trailing behind. Of course, when the ball in the air, you got to try to make a play on the ball, but that's not his responsibility. That's that safety back there that y'all talking about. That's the one that's getting cooked. And you saying in the past 10 games, it's been since Maddox and since CJ Gardner been jacked up.
Yes, sir.
Slay been taking been suffering because of that.
Yep. Reed came in, he was doing this thing, then he got hurt a game or 2 or whatever. So put CJ at the slot and keep Reed back there and keep Josiah on the practice squad. Something.
Now, let's talk about, we were talking about the D-line, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the D-line, we may, and this is just me talking out of my ass, we may be getting somebody next year because they made it clear that they're not coming back where they're at, and they was a dog.
Who are we talking about?
Give a guess. Get a defensive lineman.
All right, we narrow it down. NFC or AFC current position? Their current league.
Currently, I believe this is an AFC team, and I'm gonna say he's a 2 or 3 tier defensive end. He's not a top tier, but he like 2nd or 3rd tier defensive end.
They not happy where they at?
Look, AOG right on it, Clowney.
Really?
Yeah. So here's the report from Adam Schefter. The Browns sent home defensive end Jadeveon Clowney from practice today after he told Cleveland.com that he is 95% sure he will not return to Cleveland next season. Clowney's contract is up and he will be a free agent in March.
Well, you know they say Cleveland is where players go to die.
Yeah, that's the player's graveyard.
Yeah.
But my thing is this. With the guys that we brought in this year,
right?
With the rotation that we've been showing, I can see us bringing in Clowney.
And he's an end too, right?
Yeah. He refused to go in the game on running downs earlier this year, and that set his nut ass down.
He refused going on running downs to see, come on, not with no. I can't have that. If that's your mentality, why are you not going on running downs? How are you going to sit there and say, no, I don't want to tackle nobody?
We don't know. We don't know what his mentality was. I can't say I support him not going in the game, but
right.
We don't know what he was thinking. Like Sue. Sue ain't caused no problem since he been here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we don't know. But what I did want to say as far as Clowney go, with our rotation, here's another far-fetched possibility. I could see us bringing in Lovie Smith as a defensive coordinator.
I'm with it.
Are you?
Over Gannon? I'll take Lovie Smith over Gannon.
Are you down with us replacing our defensive coordinator with a head coach who's a defensive specialist?
Right.
But you think Lovie Smith for our defense? What say y'all in the comments? Because the only one that's really commenting is Lamet. What say y'all? Lovie Smith?
As far as I know, he had as head coaching, he's iffy. But as a D coordinator, when he had all right, he's somebody who knows how to work with the talent he got and can make in-game decisions. I'm not feeling Gannon and his mentality towards whenever I'm watching the TV, I see shit, I'm like yelling out, yo, why don't we do this? Same old shit.
Hey, Lamet, come on screen, bro, because I want you to put emphasis on the Lovey not losing his job thing. Because you see what Lovey won't in Houston? And I don't know if you was tuned in when I said Houston and Gannon has a mutual interest in each other.
Because isn't what's Houston's defensive coordinator? Isn't he the one that Gannon is I don't know the name. Gannon is being guided by somebody in the league that's a coach currently.
Oh, I don't know.
And I think it's Tennessee's defensive coordinator.
We talk about Houston, not Tennessee.
Well, I'm thinking Tennessee. I'm thinking Houston, but I'm saying Tennessee. My bad. I'm the Texans. Yeah, I'm thinking the Texans. I don't know.
He's the head coach and has them competing. Bro, I'm telling you what I read. The Texans have the interest in Gannon. Gannon ain't reach out to them saying, hey, are you hiring? They're not happy with Lovie Smith up there. They're not happy with him. So,
oh, wait a minute. Lovie Smith is the defense. Lovie Smith is their defense coordinator, so it's not Lovie Smith I'm thinking about.
Lovie Smith is their head coach.
Well, who the hell is their defensive coordinator?
Or was he their head coach and got downgraded to defensive coordinator? I thought Lovie was their head coach.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Because he took the fall for the guy that they got out of there. They knew the team was going downhill. They hired Lovie. You know what I'm saying? Lovie took the opportunity, being a black coach, getting a head coaching opportunity, and it ain't working out too well. But it ain't Lovie's fault.
Okay. Maybe they don't have one right now. Maybe he's doing both.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't see who, because he was.
How can you be unhappy with him and you have him coaching XFL players? That's what I'm saying. They lined him up for failure. They lined him up for failure, bro. He basically coaching the subs. His starters is third string players, pretty much.
That bad.
Yeah, bro. The Texans.
They almost
bad,
beat
bro.
Dallas. We was
Huh?
mad because they didn't beat Dallas. I guess
Speaking of
that was the state championship game. I guess they showed up for that.
You want to hear some funny shit, bro? You know we had the what is it called? The fantasy football joint going, right?
Right.
Within the network and shit. And I had the second best record.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't beat Lamont, right? Just could not beat Lamont. So guess who I ended up having to play in the playoff? I mean, in the championship game. Motherfucking Lamont.
What?
Me and Lamont had to play in the championship game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dig this. I'm about to. This is some unbelievable shit, bro. So we playing in the championship game, and I'm spanking this nigga. When I say I'm spanking him, I'm about to beat him for the first time this season, and it's in the championship, and I'm spanking him. Why this nigga had players on his team from the game that got canceled, so the game is still going for us?
It can't be going. How is it still going?
Our game is still going until they finish their stats because they did not play. Some of his players did not complete the game. So we got to wait until they complete the scoring part, not the actual game because they canceled the game.
Right, but how they going to complete the scoring?
I guess in the game that they play today.
Ew. Who y'all using for y'all fantasy?
We was in Yahoo. Big Exclusive has set it up for the show before people start flaking on us. And yeah, we was keeping up, we was playing each other and all that. And at first I thought I was going to lose because the Eagles was playing terrible and half my team is Eagles.
Right.
And they was playing terrible and he got all these stars. But then we picked it up a little bit in the second half. And I'm winning right now 131-54. They're projecting him to score 129 and projecting me to score 128. So I can't win until his players score 8 points, bro.
So is it that 2 week? I'm in one league where they do our playoffs was like week 15 and 16.
Yeah, that was our playoffs.
All right, and then the championship is 17, 18, or 16 and 17 or
The
whatever.
championship was 17. It was just me and ALJ. Whoever won would have been the winner. But the game is still delayed because of Hamlin.
Wow. Wow. Before
think about
you
that
go
situation,
there,
bro.
Wait, before you go there, that was your fantasy problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
My fantasy problem is good and bad. I'm in 3 leagues total. 1 non-paid, 2 paid. Made it to the championship in all 3 leagues. I had the 2 paid leagues. I was going to lose because they had Buffalo players and Cincinnati players in both games, right?
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing. I just peeped that last comment. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So I was going in winning, but when they players was playing that Cincinnati and Buffalo game, I was going to lose. So I came in second place. Why they canceled the game and we was on ESPN, I won all 3 championships.
Why ours can't be like that?
Dude, listen. Dudes is mad, and I knew I was going to lose, right? So put it this: if I'd have won in one league, it was $1,000 first place, $250 for second place, right? So because they canceled and I won, it's like the coordinator boy was like, "Listen, it's only fair since they canceled it. Jamal, you winning. but you would have lost most likely if them dudes would have played. So we just gonna split the first and second place money between the both of y'all. I'm like, I'm cool with it. Because if I got second place, I got 250. But since we splitting it, getting 600.
Right.
But when you look on the app, this year of the league, I got the trophy, baby. So I don't care what you say. There's an asterisk next to it, but I got a trophy. And I went 3 for 3 in fantasy this year.
That's what's up. Salute to you. Got that extra money. I know y'all gonna have fun today, huh?
No, I'm drinking Pellegrino today. I've got some bubbly water today.
Big E said, congratulations, bro. No, Landon said, when you said subs, I had a flashback from Friday's show. I don't know if you was tuned in to Friday's show.
We going back and watching them, and I ain't finished. That was the one. Is that the one with what's the head nerds?
The subs and the dimes and all that.
Oh, hey, yes.
You got any highlights from that show, man? Do we have? I don't care what you got. We got any highlights from that show?
Wait a minute. That's why he said he got nervous up there in subs. Okay. All right.
AOG told us something. Can you jump me in?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. Yo, y'all fucking fools.
Oh, all right, Big E, it's cool. He's like, I was smoking niggas all year. Exactly. And when it came time to get smoked, you got saved by the bell, nigga. Saved by the bell.
So y'all should be over today.
Let's talk about this Hamlin. That's his last name, right? Hamlin?
Yeah.
What you think about that situation, man?
That's the craziest shit I seen. Like, I seen it. Like, the Sixers were on. I was watching the Sixers, commercials go back to the game. And I seen the replay. Right after it happened, I saw the replay. So I didn't know they was talking about this show. I'm like, all right, let me see the play. Boy stood up and I seen him. I was like, oh shit, like, damn, he knocked himself out. So I was like, oh shit, they went to a commercial, went back to the Sixers, came back. I'm like, yo, they still on the field? So I said, let me tune in. Like, what's going on? I ain't never seen nothing this serious.
I haven't seen the play yet.
No? It's crazy. I know people was mad, like, yo, take that shit off. Stop reposting the video on Twitter just because of the situation.
I haven't seen the play yet. When I heard that his heart stopped,
yes, sir,
I didn't want to see it. You dig what I'm saying? And then, like I've heard plenty of people talk about it. It's been described to me, based off of what was described to me. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, I didn't see the play. Based off of what was described to me, they said that injury is more prevalent in baseball. I can see that. But based off what was described to me, I would have thrown a flag on the receiver.
Why?
Because it was told to me that he lowered his head and kind of thrust towards him.
If you get running backs do it all the time to end the play.
Well, like I said, I didn't see it, so I don't know. I was going off what I was told. I was told that he lowered his head and kind of thrust like towards him. Mm-hmm. That's low-key a spear. That been
right, but his shoulder pad hit. His helmet didn't hit. His shoulder pad hit him in his chest.
Yeah, I'm not debating with you. I'm just going off of what I was told.
Okay.
So I heard that Bull got up and then collapsed.
Yeah.
Now
it's like the play was over.
The way they described it was a perfectly timed hit during a particular part of his heart beating. Like it's like a 1 in a million chance that happens like that.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So when I was hearing all this, I'm like, bro, I don't even want to see it. And somebody had made a tweet that if you ever put on any shoulder pads and a helmet, you shouldn't be okay right now. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing how long it was prolonged and he had to go to the hospital and his lungs was messed up from them putting CPR on him, doing the CPR. And
9 minutes.
Yeah, bro. When I heard all that, bro, I'm like, I don't even want to see it, bro. And really what tuned me in was the Skip Bayless situation.
Right.
When I seen the Skip Bayless tweet, mm-hmm. Initially I'm like, here he go again. Like, but then I'm like, hold up. You in the media now, bro. Mm-hmm. Really look at it with a clear head, right?
Right.
So I really sat and I looked at it. Skip Bayless didn't say anything wrong. He said it at the wrong time.
Right.
And it was two things that I can't remember right now because I would have to pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
It was two things in in his tweet that had he dropped those two words, one of them ended with a question mark.
Okay.
And then there was something else that was lower in the tweet. Had he not included those two things, I don't think people would have received it as shade. But he did what he said was correct.
Right. I don't. Okay. It was nothing. Once you sit down and, like you said, clear head and look at it, he definitely did. It
was just careless to say when he said it.
Right.
You know what I mean? My man's still on the field laying unconscious.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in Skip's defense, not defending him, but in his defense, for the sake of conversation, no, he said how he really felt and then put the last statement in to be safe. And I feel you on that, Lammit. I feel you on that. But what I wanted to say is, when have we seen them cancel a football game due to injury? It's been like 40 years.
I must say I've never seen it.
That's what I'm saying. Most of us wasn't alive to witness that. It happened 44 years ago. That's the last time a game was canceled due to an injury. You know what I mean? On top of that, that was a game that was for seeding, pretty much.
Yes.
So for that type of game to be canceled, you know the injury was serious. You know what I mean? So from that angle, yeah, he was 100% correct. But as Lammit just stated, and I said the same thing, would he have had that same energy if Brady was laying down there on the field?
Probably not. I mean, we already know that. Most likely not.
And it took people so long to respond to him because they were so busy trying to make sure boy was okay. People didn't really realize he had made that tweet for like 20 minutes, bro.
Right, but they was on his ass when.
Oh, for sure.
It was crazy. But then because they got on his ass so much, that's why he had to throw that. He threw that little, not a rebuttal, not what you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? He's trying to make sense of apologizing and making sense for why, or trying to explain himself why he made the first tweet.
Now, even there, I wanted to talk about that too. He didn't apologize.
No, he didn't.
He didn't apologize. And I'm low-key upset that Shannon went back.
I wanted Shannon to go back. I wanted to see his reaction, and he did exactly what I wanted him to do. He confronted Skip about it, and Skip was like, "No, I'm not taking it down. I ain't saying nothing wrong." And then they was going.
The he didn't confront Skip, and this is why I'm mad he went back, bro. Because Skip he the same Skip, bro. You knew what he was going to do when you came back. You didn't come back that first day, and then you come back the second day, and you're addressing the masses.
Right.
As soon as he says something that Skip didn't like, he interrupted him. He wasn't even coming at Skip at the time.
Right. Yeah,
you're right.
You're right.
To the masses on why he missed yesterday.
Right. You're right. That is how it went down.
And Skip just like, jumped off the edge, like, I didn't think you were going to even bring that up today. And he's like he was like, well, the boss even told you to apologize. And he's like, no, they didn't tell me to apologize. The day before, though,
the cameras
was on there addressing it. He didn't stand on that shit, bro. If you go back and watch it, he kept saying we didn't intend for it to come across that way, and we are very sorry, bro. It's you, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody else made that statement but you. But so he didn't apologize, bro.
But he flexed because the cameras are around. He knew that there wasn't no way Shannon was going to endanger his career or whatever in the media by choking him the fuck out on national television.
I think Shannon can afford it, and he won't be endangering his career.
Well, I know they say he do. I didn't know he had a podcast either.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know he had one.
Club Shay Shay, where we do something before two something.
Oh shit, okay. But
Yeah,
if
come
it
Shay Shay.
was no
And
cameras around,
he
I
talked
guarantee
regular.
he'd have choked him out with no cameras around. I guarantee
You
furniture
see when
would
he
have been
shared
moved.
his brother's tweet?
No, I didn't see his brother tweet
Saying the
anything.
same thing that you just said.
What?
His brother had tweeted him. He said his brother been tweeting him for the past 2 weeks more than texting him over the past 2 weeks more than he's talked to him, period.
Wow.
And one of the text messages that he sent to him was like, "I'm proud of you and how much restraint you've been showing." You know what I'm saying? And he named some family members that passed away. Like, I'm pretty sure they would be proud of you too. And he said he was making emphasis on who he used to be. Like he would have jumped over that table and ring skip neck. Like we're all waiting for him to do.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
The day before, he mentioned getting a call from the network. Yeah.
Wow.
The podcast is crazy. Yeah, bro. Whenever you get a chance, you gotta tune into that. But we about to go into the second hour of the show. And with that being said, we have our other host in the back. So let's bring her on before we go into the second half. Let's bring our second host, third host. Hey, Ms. Holmes.
What's up, Miss Kee?
Grand Rising, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just trying to get my little.
Can't you kind of low?
I am low.
Can you hear me?
You sound like you trying to get some.
To my end.
You sound like you trying to finesse somebody. He's like, yeah, you know how y'all doing. What's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Hear me now.
Ah, there we go.
All right. I had to take the little earbuds out.
Yeah, the earbuds and Jones got to be charged up. It's all good.
I was just jigging a second ago, but you know, when they done, they done.
Oh, he called them pigeon earbuds. We ain't gonna do that. But Grand Rising Key, Happy New Year. We ain't seen you in about a month.
Good AM.
I mean, when I was ready, y'all wasn't ready. When y'all was ready,
some of it was our bad.
Now we meet again.
It's good to have you. Good to have you. Good to see you back.
The band back together.
She froze. She froze just like that. Screenshot that. Somebody screenshot that.
There y'all go.
Somebody screenshot how she froze right now. All right, there she goes. She back. So, pigeon Wi-Fi grounded you up. Oh man. So we got the East Rutherford Midgets today.
Absolutely.
We found a way to beat them last time. Didn't we?
Found a way. Found a way. We didn't find a way. We whooped that ass. Took him to the woodshed.
Was an actor. Yeah, actor. Yeah. We got something lined up for him too. Coming up this Saturday. You dig? We can't talk about it on the show though.
Absolutely.
Speaking of that.
Absolutely not.
She said, why not? You said, why not?
I said, absolutely not.
We beat on them little guys 48-22.
Yeah, it wasn't no found away. Not found away. We
straight beat down.
And who's not playing today other than Maddox? Johnson not playing, right?
Yeah, Lane Johnson is out.
Sweat?
Oh, yeah, Sweat not playing.
Sweat, yeah.
Which is good that we get Quinn back. Hopefully he can do something.
Yeah, I want to hear his name.
Quinn didn't impress me in the time that he did play, so hopefully this time he had off to recover from knee injuries or whatever's going on, he come back and give me something. Because at this point, it's looking like we could have did without that move.
Well, I mean, I feel like they were trying to work him in and he got injured before he got worked in.
He had jet lag.
You know because he was off the hold up, was he playing already when we got him?
Yeah.
Was he playing in New Orleans? Okay. The only one that really made an impact was Joseph.
Still got a little area, but yeah, Joseph out of all three, Joseph definitely impact more.
Sue been getting the pressure, but Joseph been making tackles, bro.
Yeah. Chasing people down and everything.
Yeah. Subin definitely, getting some pressure and all that. But Miss Kee Holmes, I just remember something. So I talked to Kee earlier because we got some things in the works behind the scenes. And she be real busy. Unfortunately, she hasn't tuned in to the other podcast that's here on the network. So she's not aware of Brethren Samuels.
Bro.
So I gotta bring her up to speed on Brethren. We're in the second hour of Philadelphia Eagles Game Day special. Hosted by myself, Poppy Montega, Jamal Jackson, and Kee Holmes. Sorry, Brethren. I gotta disrespect you again, good brother. These is Brethren Samuel glasses. That's right. Poppy Montega got them on.
Why you touch your head and roll your eyes, Kee?
These is Brethren glasses, you know what I'm saying? And
I'm just watching.
I got a bone to pick with Brethren because, don't get me wrong, people love me here at the network and all that. People be tuned in, but even right now, how many viewers we got right now? Big exclusive. How many shares we got right now? Big exclusive. You know what I mean? Let me know those numbers while I tell the story. But I've been around since I want to say like the beginning of the summer with the network, and like people cool. They show love here and there, but I don't really be feeling the love, especially when I used to put my show together and all that. It was like a handful of people. I wasn't really feeling the love. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga Brethren Samuels comes out of nowhere like in October. And now everybody love him. You know what I'm saying? Like the comments be popping, the shares be look, we got 10 viewers and 4 shares right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the love that Poppy be getting. If Brethren was on the screen, though, motherfuckers would be in here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when Brethren was on the other shows, the shares was up. Them shows was going 2.5 to 3 hours, bro.
Miss Bright, you right.
Every day this week. I think Brethren should do a show and then let the people speak on who should do it. Hey, I'll talk to him. He's going to be pissed you guys glasses on. Tarika, fuck Brethren. So, you know what I mean? Like, you see how everybody coming to his defense? And I ain't even say nothing about him yet. But that's the vibes here, man. Like, they like, where Brethren at? I'm like, one day I was on the podcast, and I'm like, y'all want Brethren to come back on tomorrow or Poppy? And somebody was like, y'all want Brethren, put ones in the comments. It was like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It wasn't A2 for Poppy.
He said Brethren gonna put hands on Poppy.
See?
Damn, Pop.
Everybody be coming to Brethren defense, and they only met him one time, Key. So we had this Pollyanna, and Brethren showed up. I couldn't go. Brethren showed out. And I heard he turned up at that joint. He was dancing and shit. You know what I mean? They said he was like flirting with all the women and all that. And next thing I know, Brethren was a hot commodity on the network. I hop in the comments, people barely say anything anymore. They used to like my comments, love my comments, all that. I get in the comments, people barely say anything anymore. You know what I mean? If I make a comment and I say is BGS, now everybody, hey, Brethren, and it's like, damn. Let me see. I think Brethren can do Eagles game day. See?
Oh, damn, Mike.
You see how they coming at me? I'm not defending him. It's man law. You can't put another man's glasses on your face. Man, fuck Brethren and these glasses, man. He shouldn't have left them here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, get back to the story, Key. So he did the Manscaped review like last week, right? You ever heard of Manscaped?
I have, but
okay.
You explain.
All right, it's a Manscaped company. It's about manscaping and all that. You know what I'm saying? So Brethren did this random review. Mind you, the nigga don't be scripting shit. He just say it, right? And he was talking about ball lotion. When he started talking about ball lotion, everybody just went crazy. He's talking about cutting his ass fro. everybody went crazy.
Kee
And I'm like, yo, it's nothing special about what this nigga is saying. Like, he, like, y'all tripping. Are you sitting in that oily spot that he left on the couch? He was shot. I had to clean it. I had to clean it. So that's another thing. Speaking of that, so the other day on Friday night show, they had Freaky Friday, right? And they like, brethren, come on, Freaky Friday, la la la. We're gonna have some ladies come on. And there's these ladies that deal with BDSM, I think it's called, like that shit. Yeah, they was on there and they was talking that freak shit. You know what I mean? So
Brethren is saying it all.
Brethren shows up with a fucking blazer and a bow tie on and no shirt, lube the fuck up, shining and everything. And they going crazy over this nigga. I'm like, yo, he's not doing anything special. Like, you dig what I'm saying? So anyway, make a long story short, Brethren left his Manscaped bag here. He left it in my bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And he went down Aruba.
You might want to put on gloves, Chief.
Huh?
You might want to put on gloves.
Well,
and on the Manscaped bag.
I ain't use his clippers. I ain't used the clippers. But the ball lotion I had to use. You dig what I'm saying? So this right here, Key, this is called crop preserver. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's lotion like for your balls, and it's supposed to tone it up and like, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, this it right here. So he left this at my crib. He flew down to Aruba and he left this at the crib. So I'm gonna use it. I got a little hot date for the Eagles game. So I'm gonna use the ball lotion. I got his glasses on. I'm gonna use his swag a little bit and see what's up. You know what I mean? Because
you hope he'll mark that bottle.
Say that again.
You better hope he'll mark that bottle to see how much he got in there.
Yeah, brethren in Aruba right now. Let me see. Let me read these comments before we go into this. Big Exclusive said he lost it. Are you sitting in that oily spot? That's what Tiffany said. I'm out. I don't want no smoke with brethren saying you better leave his ball lotion alone. See how they be coming to this nigga defense? Like, y'all met this nigga one time, bro. Tiffany and Dennis, he gonna have to recant these statements. BSG is goons be hot with what goons? What? Like, there wouldn't be no Brethren Samuels without Poppy. Y'all drawn. I lost it. He gives great advice, Pop. He do give great advice. I will give him that. He does give great advice. BGS was sharp as shit that night. And he was overdressed. He thought they was going to come on with their costumes and shit, you know what I mean? And they came on with regular clothes, sweatpants and T-shirts and shit. Brethren was oily like show enough. Brethren was ready. Brethren in Aruba now. Yes, Brethren is in Aruba now. Oh, let me tell your cousins to be on the lookout for Brethren. Man. Oh, they in Aruba? Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't even know if Brethren really be in Aruba. He just be talking. Like, y'all.
They got Aruba Street down Jersey and Camden, I think.
He might be down Aruba Street. But anyway, make a long story short, Key, that's the story on Brethren Samuels. He trying to get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still in all my fandom. He's still in all my support. He's still in my platform. I helped build this platform with my man. I helped build this shit. Me, that's who. You know what I mean? But
who do you trust?
With that being said, let's look at this Manscaped review one more time by Brethren Samuels.
What does somebody get the urban love doctor who has everything?
Oh man. I got the lawnmower 4.0, the Manscaped Platinum package, player. and I immediately went upstairs, took a shower, washed my testicles, and now they are smooth as eggs. It comes with ball lotion and ball cologne, and it is immaculate, player.
Oh shit!
It come with what?
Ball lotion. And ball cologne.
What?
It's Manscaped, the lawnmower 4.0. It got an LED light. You can shave your balls in the dark.
No chafing cream.
Woo.
Let me tell you a little story, right? I'll tell you a little story about the manscaping thing, right? Because it's been a long time since I had access to some smooth cutting shit, right? So I cut my ass fro, and boy, my cheeks ain't never felt so smooth, man. They just be. I had hair back there for so long, I forgot how it felt. Shout out to Manscaped 4.0, the lawnmower. It's crazy.
You got a question? What do ball lotion smell like?
Ball lotion smells delicious. And guess what? Guess what it say on the back of it?
Glide
Vegan.
and slide.
It
Wait.
say vegan. So you know what that means, ladies.
It's edible. It's edible.
Woo.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Excuse me.
What shoes?
That shit gets me every time.
So yeah,
You see his
that's
rival?
Roger Samuels. That's the guy that got me, you know what I mean,
Heated.
pissed off right now. And fuck Brethren Samuels. So yeah, welcome to the podcast, Key.
Thanks for having me.
What you think about this game today against the Giants?
You know, Jalen playing. They're gonna rest a lot of their guys. I wish he didn't have to play, but Minshew stunk it up last week. He
No,
Was
yeah,
it
yeah.
really on
Last
Minshew?
week.
Was it really on Minshew?
I mean, that pick six, gotta read the room, baby. It was a dead route, like AJ said.
AJ Brown said it.
If you even give me a pump fake, because now you got the double move that's right there, or look elsewhere, but it was a horrible read. Even though it was a bad play call, it was a horrible execution. So, yeah, it was on Minshew. To answer your question, yeah.
Well, that's partly why I asked, because we look at the numbers that Minshew put up against the Cowboys, right?
Mhm.
And we look at the numbers that Minshew put up against the Saints, and we look at how much the play calling changed. Granted, we found a way to lose against the Cowboys, but if we was calling those same type plays against the Saints, I got us winning. And I got Minshew not even being in that position to throw that pick.
That's with them coordinators.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Is it really on Minshew? Don't get me wrong. Jalen Hurts probably wouldn't have thrown that ball. I get that. You dig what I'm saying? But the fact that we was even in that position, is it on Minshew or was it the play calling? Was it the fact that we ain't run the ball until damn near halftime?
Yeah, I mean, Shane did say that was one of his worst games play calling wise. So he admitted to that, but it was very apparent from the beginning. That's something you got to make better adjustments, not at halftime. You got to go quarter by quarter or play by play, series by series.
Right.
And like you said, we didn't run it till damn near halftime. Like, well, you throwing these passes with a backup quarterback, you need to be trying to run the ball, low screens here and there, soften up the defense, and then take those shots. Your timing is off. He was throwing too high. He was damn near getting people chopped off in the mid-air trying to catch these passes. Like, who you throwing to? And I knew he would throw to Quez a lot because just reps-wise, he probably gets more of those in practice with him.
Right.
The AJ and Devontae. So that timing is going to be off a little bit. Plus, you haven't played all season, except for earlier when he got a couple reps, but he definitely has to be more. Well, it don't matter now, but he needed to be more consistent. And we needed to run the ball early and often. Even though the Miles have a fumble in this game, or was it Dallas?
It was the Dallas game.
Dallas.
Yeah, because he had Butterfingers for like 2 weeks. I know he fumbled in a week or two. Do that, like, but even still, you got feed your star running back. I think he made it to the Pro Bowl. Like, get it in the ball. I don't want the ball in Minshew's hand. Like, you're serviceable as long as you don't have to make those plays. And that one play by AJ, it was a big bang bang play, but it was 78 yards on one play. You didn't do anything.
That was luck. That was luck.
Exactly.
What'd you say, Pop?
I said, yeah, that was luck. That one touchdown pass to AJ, that was luck.
Right. So you got one big play, and the rest of you don't really have anything to show for it. And they
Mister
only
Mister, what up, player?
the defense was holding them. The defense only gave up 13 points, and we
Yeah.
stopped at moments where they could have got a touchdown, but they had to settle for a field goal. The defense stepped up. They did what they had to do, and
Mm-hmm.
and Minshew. That's why AJ was pissed at the series before. He took his helmet off. He ready to go rough somebody up because what y'all out here doing? You got me about to get my head knocked off midair for a pass that who you the chain?
You know what I thought about when that was going down?
What?
That backup that we had that I was a fan of that we let go. He wouldn't have stunk it up like that.
Uh,
He was a rookie. He got the bad wheel, but he like Peyton Manning with his arm.
who really?
I forgot. He was in camp at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to draft him. Everybody kept passing on him. And before the knee injury, he was a top tier.
Oh, the hell was his name?
Somebody could look it up. But meantime, between time, let me look through these comments real quick.
I don't remember his name.
I'm trying
That's
to
the
see.
love doctor. He gave me great advice at the party.
What type of
advice brethren get you at the party? Aruba Street. Where the fuck is Roll? Hey, Lamit. You know the deadline here for Roll. Friday pass. I know when he come on Monday, he better have got some. We got 5 on it. Love you, sis. What up, Mister?
I think they got a bounty on his head, Key.
Love
on
you
Roll
too,
head.
bro.
It sound
The
like
D really didn't step up. The Saints offense was just atrocious. They had the ball for 37 minutes. I mean, that's stepping up, bro, for them to have the ball as long as they did and not blow us out.
Right.
The D stepped up.
It was some poor tackling.
That means we only had it for 23 minutes. So we didn't have the ball for long. And then you gave them a pick 6 in your own red zone or end zone. So
when they showed that replay, Lattimore didn't look at AJ Brown not 1 second. When he lined up, he was looking at Minshew the whole time. Like, I don't know. Like,
I can't tell you.
AJ said he ain't look back and say nothing, but at some point, well, I don't know how much play clock was on there. If he realized the call was this, you ain't look over here, you can't yell or whistle or bark or some shit to get his attention?
Right. He said if they had a good QB, they would have boat raced us. You know that was their QB first interception, right? Since he been their starter. He threw his first interception against us. But I feel you, Lamit. But damn, there was something else I was about to say. Based off of something up here. Well, Tiff said, I can't tell you that, Poppy Montega. That's between me and brethren. Okay.
keeping secrets.
Right. The way the defense was lined up meant that Brown wasn't getting the ball. But yeah, man.
So read the room better. That's why you got to know coverages. That's Brown read it and knew, like, all right, this ball not coming to me. No way this ball to me based off the defense that I'm seeing. And I don't know what Minshew was looking at. Maybe his stash was in his view, but
yeah,
better, baby. But maybe
Key. Can I put you on the spot?
You already did.
No, I did.
We here. We here on the spot.
All right,
you said Key.
What's up with this show? I'm asking you this because you're gonna have to be up to speed on everything that's going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So yeah, just let me know whenever, whatever, so we can work that in. But what made me think of that was you asked about Roll. You asked what was the whole. Well, you made a face like so. Big Roll, he do the morning show every day here, right, from Monday to Friday. And I don't know if it's true or not, but according to him, he ain't had yams in forever.
Since last year. Shit.
Yeah, at this point since last year. So I eased up on the pressure. Because his birthday was coming up. And he had until this past Friday to get some yams. Typically, he'll pop in the comments and say something real quick, even if he don't stay the whole show. But he has been tardy or unavailable. I'm saying tardy because the show ain't over yet. He might pop in late. But as of right now, it's a no call, no show. So people asking in the comments, I feel like they're indirectly trying to remind me it's on and popping tomorrow. If he was in the comments right now, and I would give it to him. And you know what's crazy? Some of y'all didn't know this. I messaged Ro this morning and I said, yo, bro, get up. I need you on the show this morning. And he didn't message me back. I don't know if he's seen it or not, but I was trying to bait him into it.
He working late.
Yeah. And he been going through some things too. I ain't gonna act like we don't know. Like he been going through some family matters, you know what I mean? So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But as soon as I see he back, bang bang on that ass.
On site. Like the video I seen today, this chick ran up on this car in a gas station and just started going in on the passenger. All you heard was ow. She turned around. The girl was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was somebody else. Really? And the video stopped. It was like, nah. You see the ambulance pull up.
I'm not saying anything else about nobody not getting any yams.
Bro.
You set the yam conversation on fire once you got you some yams and told everybody. That's when it really became a topic. Oh yeah, kid, it be going down. It be going down on this show. This is probably one of the most regular show on the podcast. That's why nobody watch it.
Damn.
Y'all just.
Damn, don't be like that.
This is the most regular show on the network. Every other show involved liquor, weed, sex, or grown folk shit.
You might have a point there, sir.
Yeah.
We need some. I guess we've got to get some cheerleaders or something to run around in the background or something.
It's all right. Next year we filming the joint at Hooters.
Ruh-roh.
We gonna film Philadelphia Eagles game day special live from Hooters.
That place overrated.
Huh?
Definitely.
They overrated.
I mean, they still look good in the background.
No. I'm just saying for false advertisement.
Oh,
that's all I'm gonna say.
TV, wings, white girls with.
I don't even eat chicken, so.
Well, I mean, we'll be talking. I'll eat the chicken. You know, I'm a straight nigga. I love chicken.
I don't eat meat.
Don't. Are you vegan? Were you mad at Brother Samuel's review?
I don't know anything about this guy.
No, in the review he said, what did he say? The ball lotion is vegan? Like what?
It's vegan. I mean, it's edible. You heard what he said.
Jesus.
Anyway, so
out of my wheelhouse.
What you say? You said it's not in your wheelhouse?
Yeah.
So how y'all feel about today's game?
Oh yeah, we gotta come out here and beat these guys up in the first half so Hurts can take a break. Get out of here.
Absolutely. He definitely needs to. I think he's 100%. From when I saw the injury, I was like, oh shit, that hurt the way he landed on his shoulder, right? But I know adrenaline still flowing and everything. He went out there and was dropping dimes still. Sorry, you a little sore the next morning, you know.
I think he was good, period, bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Minshew or whatever the red tape shit is.
I think the coaching staff thought they was being brilliant. They was going to sit down Hurts, let Minshew audition because he's not going to be here next year.
Exactly.
They was letting them audition. Hopefully we could have got a win out of it. And then the coaching staff could have seemed like they was genius and Hurts got the rest more than he really needed to. And this is why we sat him, even though he could have played and blasey, blasey, blasey. I think that was initially what they was hoping was going to happen. But then Dallas found a way to keep winning. and the Vikings found a way to come back and win that game.
Right.
And then we lost 2 weeks. Say that again. Oh, yeah, the 49ers. The 49ers been balling quietly all season.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for everybody. I got 49er friends as fans. That's all they post on Facebook and shit. So I've been knowing.
Well, yeah, my man, a 49ers fan. And brethren, is one of his ladies' mom is a 49ers fan.
Oh, jeez.
One of his ladies' mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, brethren got a couple women.
Okay.
Yeah, brethren
Him and
got a
Mont
couple
be hanging
women.
out.
And that's why he be trying to keep the ladies off of them that's in the comments, like, because it ain't no room, ladies, unless you're trying to join the tribe. That's what he say. You know what I mean? He said ain't no room unless you're trying to join the tribe. So yeah. But anyway, back to the 49ers shit. They've been balling silently, bro. Like, they've been making noise, but you don't really be like, unless you're really tuned in and watching these sports stations and all that.
Right.
When you see the playoff picture, it's like the 49ers. What?
Right, yeah.
But back to the Giants game, man. Like, do the Giants have a chance at all? Outside of any given Sunday.
It's a division game. They're locked into the 6th seed. And knowing what we have on the line, it would be a good opportunity for them to play spoiler.
Exactly.
But I think that's gonna happen. I think with Hurts being back at practice and being in the mix, the energy that he brings to the team is gonna help guys step up. Shane know he messed up last week. His play calling was trash, so he got to come out, do something different. We just played them not even a month ago, so you can't be as predictable. Do something else. Try a few things for the playoffs because it's around the corner. But the goal is to keep everybody healthy. You don't want nobody getting hurt, banged up, nicked. If it looks suspect, let it go. Like, they don't need to play. Hopefully we win and we control our own destiny. Because at that point, now we need Dallas and the 49ers to lose in order to wrap up first place. So I think Dallas got the Commanders. I actually think Dallas is going to win that
We don't
game.
need them to lose if we win.
Right.
If we win, it don't matter what they do. We control our destiny. But if we lose, now we're relying on Washington with a third-string quarterback to
Jesus
game. And
hold up, Wentz not playing?
No, they bench Wentz
again.
He got one start. He threw 3 interceptions last week. They said this is it, bro.
He is who we thought he was.
Yeah, let me see who.
I don't even know the boy name.
Quarterback.
Well, I'm gonna go into another direction with it, since you guys are on point today. Say that again.
Sam Howell, that's his name. I think he played at North Carolina last year.
Oh,
Sam
Howell. You just did with your eye, Key?
Huh?
That shit you just did with your eye? She was like, he played in North Carolina, and one of them just went by itself, like. No, but what I was about to say, I believe that because of the Foles situation, our crowd is going to be in it.
Okay.
And I believe that since we lost in all black the last time we wore it, we will win today.
Redemption.
I'm using today.
We wearing all black today?
To my knowledge, yeah. This is the third time we wearing it.
They should have broke out the Kelly Green this year.
No, that's next year. That's next year. We'll be all right, though.
So,
what'd you say, Kay?
This season went past quick. So, yeah, that Kelly Green will be right around the corner.
Things do go by fast when you're winning.
Yeah, right?
Would have been a long
you're right.
If this was a 9-7 year, it'd be October right now.
Waiting for it to go.
Like, come on. Yeah, I need
when we 9-7, somehow, some way, we go below 500 for a few games and be sitting like this,
making it hard. But it is like it's a divisional game, man. You know these divisions, everybody always play hard, but they coach playing he playing possum, man. Like, are you 6 seed? You can't improve no more. You can't make anything better for y'all. So y'all locked in. That's where y'all gonna be. Playoffs, y'all gonna be there.
Who, the
So you can
Giants?
play spoiler, or you could keep your starters and try to get them hurt. So I'm hearing that they're not even going to start Daniel Jones or Barkley.
You know, I didn't know that. What you just said.
What?
That what you just said about
Yeah,
them not having to play because their
Right.
position is locked.
this
Yeah.
is their bye week for their starters because, like Jamal said, they're locked into number 6 seed, so they're gonna play, I guess, the 3 seed regardless. It's just a matter of who's going to be that seed, but they know they're going on the road next week to play a division leader.
That activates the conspiracy theories in me.
Let's hear it.
Because we was just talking about the whole Jalen Hurts thing, and everybody believes he could have played. Everybody believes he could have played.
I think,
Right.
let's say he would have got hurt, like, and we had 2 games left. Like, if it was a must-win game, I think he would have played. But because we kind of had
It
the
was a
luxury,
must-win game.
we still kind of had the luxury of today, of the final game. Like, okay, let's
Right.
see if our backup quarterback can lead us there, and then we know for a fact we can give him an extra week off. He's had 2 weeks off, but now he has to come out of that, dust some of the rest off, and play a game, which I like, so he can have some momentum going into the postseason. You don't want him. I was talking to my dad the other day, and it was like, you don't want him to come in and you slow for the first half of the division
Right.
game,
Right.
playing a team who played the week prior, who has momentum coming into that game, and you trying to knock some rest off, and time is limited.
Mm-hmm.
I heard what you said, and it makes sense in one alternate universe. In this particular alternate universe, I would have to disagree only because to me that was a must-win game. Because had he played and we won, this wouldn't be a must-win game for the seeding. I mean, it's not a must-win for us to get in the playoffs. We in. You dig what I'm saying? But none of these games would matter. As for him resting too long, typically I would agree with you there. But look how hot he started the season off. You dig what I'm saying? I think he would have been doing whatever he had to do to be prepared to play even after resting for 4 or 5 weeks.
But isn't it beyond just him as the quarterback? He has to get back in sync with the other players and the handoff and the cadence. You see how many false starts we had on that one drive?
Yeah, I mean, that's what practice is for. We're not keeping him out of practice. We just would have been keeping him out of the games. After we won that game against Dallas, he could have rested for 5 weeks.
After the Saints game,
CJ Gardner,
they said him and the receivers were all in the film room right after the Saints game.
As
that's what I'm saying. Everything else he's going to do.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Everything else he's going to do. He's been on top of it. We've seen it from day one. That's we've seen the Jalen Hurts that came into this season. You dig what I'm saying? But I just feel like it was a higher side for us had we played him. Granted, yes, you're right. He could have got hurt. He could have got injured. It could have been bad. You dig what I'm saying? But I really think he wasn't even injured to begin with. He may have got tweaked up a little bit.
That's what I believe. The same thing.
But I feel like if that would have happened in week 3, I feel like he would have played through it. You dig what I'm saying? I really feel like they was using that so people couldn't game plan. They wouldn't know what we was doing. We could afford to do that now. We had the best record in the league. He did suffer some sort of injury. I just feel like earlier in the season, had he suffered that same injury, he would have played through it. And I feel like if we would have played him and won that Dallas game, it would have been more beneficial for us as an organization because CJ wouldn't be playing today. Dallas wouldn't have had to come back last week. You know what I mean? Because everything would be solidified for us and we can go into the playoffs healthy. Matter of fact, we probably wouldn't have lost Sweat. It's all hypothetical, but what I'm saying is if we won that Dallas game, it's so many other scenarios that say we would have went into the playoffs healthier than what we are.
But you look at it like to question his injury, you got smashed. You was getting hit. It's cold at Soldier Field out there in Chicago. You playing on the road 3 weeks in a row. You staying in the Midwest. You playing on a short week. A lot of things that go into that where the injury could be worse than what it may be assumed by some, including you, where I think, like you said, he could have had 5 weeks off, but having I wouldn't have rushed him back. I would have preferred he played against Dallas, just me personally. But in the
Mm-hmm.
grand scheme of things, I wouldn't have rushed him back because we still could have won that Dallas game for one. But for two, you give him that rest. Okay, we lose that game, cool. But who expected us
B.Y.
to beat
Hilton.
the Saints? The Saints, that's a game that we were supposed to lock up at home where, okay, we lost to Dallas, whatever. You knock off the Saints. Now this game doesn't matter. You could rest everybody. Sweat might not
Mm-hmm.
there. Like you said, CJ can have more time to come back. But again, I'd rather he have at least a half to come back to get reacclimated to the system in real time
Right.
playing instead of coming out. And again, he rusty, you a step behind because game speed and practice are completely different. So if you come out and you a step behind and now you giving up a touchdown, you out here looking like Josiah Scott or whatever his name is,
You got it.
and at all. He be out here getting burnt left and right. So if you out here and you playing like that, I'd rather if you have the opportunity, come back, get your reps in, knock the rest off, just play a half.
I agree with you. And the only reason why I questioned the injury was one, we watched him finish the game.
Adrenaline.
I get it. I get it. I get it. But we also heard that he was throwing the ball the days coming to that next game, that Dallas game. Remember, they didn't say he wasn't playing until like a day or two before the game.
Right.
And then that next week, when we was about to play the Saints, Hurts was throwing the ball. Minshew got to go with the ones, but Hurts was still throwing the ball. That injury that he supposedly suffered, you're not throwing the ball within 2 weeks.
That's
You know
because
what I'm saying? You're not
they
throwing the
see
ball
how
within 2 weeks. So that's
they
why I
saw
said
how
I feel
Minshew
like it
played.
was a little spice put on that because, yeah, adrenaline, you can finish the game and stuff like that, but it was his throwing arm. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be throwing at the end of the week going into that Dallas game, for him to be throwing all week going into the Saints game, and then we get told last minute, even though Minshew was going with the ones, they still didn't rule him out as a starter. You dig what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I'm like, I don't even know if he was really that injured. Now, back to the whole reason why this whole thing started, this whole conversation that we're having now, was it triggered the conspiracy theorists in me because look how they schedule our divisional games so close at the end of the season, even though the season is longer now. It seems like they would spread it out throughout the year. You dig what I'm saying? Now all this drama happens. This game don't matter for the Giants, but they can spoil it for us. The game got moved from 1 to 4. You know what I mean? It's just like too much going on that make you just say, did they have this planned out for the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they want to put us on the big screen so people can see what we're doing going into the playoffs. We're going to probably have to play, at some point, come across the 49ers. I'm not worried about the Vikings. We can beat Dallas. I'm not worried about the Bucks. The Packers, if they win today, they're in, but I don't see them doing much damage. Like, it's going to be us and the Niners in a championship game, and now you got to face a little adversity a little bit early. Let your postseason kind of start right now. Even though you'll have that bye next week, start to get in that now where it's like we can't take no more losses.
I'm actually worried about the Bucks.
Why?
See? Bro, remember I said 5-6 weeks ago, y'all, when we was picking games, I said, y'all better stop picking against Tom Brady. We know he's not going to keep losing.
Right.
Okay. He got on fire when he needed to get on fire. They made it into the playoffs. Did you see that game last week?
With him and Mike Evans putting on
when
a
Mike
show?
Evans snapped.
Yeah.
Now, you know he ain't been getting the ball all year, right?
Yeah. He's feeling some type of way.
Now, let's keep it all the way funky. We got some weaknesses on our defense.
These past couple weeks. But when everybody healthy.
We got some weaknesses in our defense. As soon as CJ went down, what happened?
Oh, yeah.
So
I understand that.
Mind you, he's coming back from a laceration on his lungs, right?
Kidney.
Kidney. Okay. Now,
CJ back. CJ back.
CJ is back, but I don't know, bro.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. You got brethren messing with your mentals right now,
Yeah, maybe
man.
Brethren fucking with me right now, man.
Don't let them knock you off your square. Listen, if we got to play them somehow, some way, I'm not worried because it's gonna be a mental thing for Brady too. Understand? He may be when he sees 55 step on that field. That's all he worried about.
It's not even just Brady though, bro. I'm talking about the combination of Mike Evans, Fournette, and Brady. You dig what I'm saying? Against our defense, bro.
I can stop anybody against the run. Brady
Our
mentally,
defense can stop anybody when our coordinator is calling the right plays. When he
right.
calling that bullshit,
That's the gamble that you
That's
play.
what we hoping on.
but that's what I'm saying. The Bucks and the 49ers scare me because
No,
I feel
the
like
coordinators scare you.
they can capitalize on our bullshit. The other
The
teams I
coordinator.
feel like can't capitalize on our bullshit with the defensive coordinator and all that. I feel like we
So
can
if we
still
had
find a way to beat Dallas. I feel like we'll still find a way to beat Minnesota. You dig what I'm saying? Who else is it?
That's pretty
what?
much. I mean, you got the
The
Packers,
Giants.
Giants, and
Yeah.
So the rest of the teams, I feel like even if our
the Seahawks might find a way in. I'm not sure who that other seed would be.
I feel like those teams really can't capitalize off of the defensive coordinator fucking up.
That's what you're scared of. That's what worries you. Not the
That's
other.
what I'm saying. So that's why the Bucks and the 49ers, they scare me as far as the playoffs go, only because if the defensive coordinator on some bullshit, those two teams can capitalize off of it.
And guess what I noticed?
What's that?
All them weeks we've been talking, we didn't see a complete game. Every week they showed a different way that they can pull out a win. We can win in a shootout with any team in this league, man. What we got?
Yeah, but can we win in a
If we
defense?
have to.
They say defense win championships.
You're
That's
right.
what I'm saying, bro.
We
Like,
got the defense for it.
Looking 9-6 game, 13-10, something like that, where it's possession. Whoever got the ball last,
Right.
Turnovers, and y'all going back and forth with the coaches, like you said. Those teams have coaches that can capitalize off of our weaknesses or players that can do that. The Niners, I don't know if Jimmy G is coming back, but this Brock Purdy guy, the playoffs is a different level. Like, yeah, they coming in with a different level of energy, but if they got to come to Philly, you going cross country in a big game in a vicious stadium with completely different weather conditions. We about to tear that ass up. That's what's going to happen to him. Now, Brady,
can I address that?
Brady,
Ah.
anything and be anybody. We've seen that in the last 2 decades. However, he is a step behind and he cannot take hits. So if we can get to him and we limit Fournette, Mike Evans isn't even a problem because I like Slay and I like Bradbury. And then I got CJ back and Epps is serviceable. Then I got my linebackers holding it down across the middle. So now I feel more confident because whoever it is, they got to come through Philly to go
Get him, Reddick.
Arizona. So
Sit
whoever
Reddick on him.
we have that advantage at quarterback. The only thing the Bucks might have that one, but we would have the rest of it. I pick anybody on our defense, D-line, linebackers, secondary over the Bucks. And I think even
if
though
we going talent wise, yeah, I'm with you.
Bowles
But
is
remember,
but I think they're missing Bruce Arians. That's not something that gets talked about a lot. Like the team was just passed over to Bowles, but Arians' presence, I think, also played a role in them getting that Super Bowl. They not going. I don't even think they'll win their first game, but they might win because I think they're gonna play 7th seed.
I wanted to address something that you said about the 49ers.
Right.
And I took that into consideration that they got that quarterback. He never played in the playoff. He's overachieving right now. But the rest of those players, what I mean is, if they somehow, some way find a way to hang around, like how the Saints game was.
Right.
Debo is one play away every time he touched the ball.
True.
You dig what I'm saying? So we would have to destroy them. If it's a close game, I'm scared of the Niners and I'm scared of the Bucks because of our defensive play calling. I believe talent-wise, we should destroy them.
Okay.
But based off of what we've been seeing, like you said, we've been winning different ways. We've been seeing our defense get bent so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? But you take all the games that we won by the skin of our teeth, right? You take the defense that you seen in week 1 when we was there, but we was not quite there, right? You take that defense that played against the Vikings. Those two teams can capitalize on those defenses. I'm in full agreement with y'all, though. We have the most talent out of the NFC right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's just something that's in the back of my mind. You can't go in there and just think we're going to do that. You know what I mean? I agree. We want to get this home field advantage. We want everything to come through Philly.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I want to spank the 49ers personally because that's my man team. And he been saying all year, yeah, you hear them saying that the 49ers better than the Eagles. I'm like, bro, I don't hear that. You're the only person that's been hearing that. But if they beat us in the playoffs, I got to hear that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So the 49ers and the Bucks is bothering me for multiple reasons. But I strongly agree. And I'm not the god of football, so I can't say what is going to happen and what's not going to happen. I only could go off of how things feel. And this year has been feeling different all year. All year. But what you just said earlier, bro, it feels scripted. I'm sorry.
Some of that, listen, I agree with some of that. That's what all these sports, man. The older I get, the more I'm believing that everybody's on the take and everybody got a
That's how you think.
what's the word?
At the odds.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How does that work? That's
Look
crazy.
at these game-changing calls by the refs.
Like, who is Vegas? Like,
Listen.
I just got sports bettors who, based off of this, that, and the third, analytically, we imagine that this is who's going to win or score this amount of points. It's no way getting all straight from data. You getting that from people throwing games, and it's inside work going on up in there.
You ever heard of gematria?
No.
When y'all get it, oh, come on now, Miss Jackson.
Real.
But no, that just distracted me. What happened? What we talking
I'm
about?
sorry, brother.
No, damn, what did I just say? Oh, gematria. If you look
Yeah.
up gematria, they like it's the art of numbers, pretty much synchronicity and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they be picking games with gematria, and they be on some of this shit, bro. And it's all the way down to when the clock gets stopped, how much time is left in the first quarter, and they can tell who gonna get the ball and shit like that. Number 33 on this team is next to get the bro. That it'd be scary, bro. It'd be scary whenever you get a chance to look into gematria. And speaking of numbers, I want to correct something that I said a few weeks ago because the numbers have since changed.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks ago, I had quoted that even though a football game lasts 3 hours, typically you play you're in play approximately 7 to 8 minutes, depending on what side of the ball you're on. That has been updated to 3.5 to 4 minutes. My bad, but you must kiss your love when leaving. I agree 100%, Ms. Jackson. You don't know if that's gonna be the last time. Salute to you. But yeah, damn, I'm brain farting like a mother. That's because I ain't take my meds this morning, bro. Real rap. I ain't smoked no weed this morning, so
You should have.
What was I just saying?
You was talking about damn.
After gematria.
Gematria.
Oh yeah, so the game, like they really play 3 to 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Each play is like 3 to 5 seconds long. And with all the rotation and all that's going on now, like you're literally playing football 3 to 5 minutes a game.
What?
Exactly, bro. Now look at how these injuries are stacking up and all that, bro. From the time the ball is snapped to when the whistle is blown. Each play is what? About 3 to 5 seconds, give or take. You add that up, you're actually in the game playing for about 5 minutes, actually running and doing something. The rest of it is standing around, getting plays.
Oh, okay. All right.
Time is going through.
All right.
You dig what I'm saying? But as far as stress on your body and moving and all that, it's literally like 5 minutes, bro.
I don't know who said, I can't remember. I wish I would screenshot it or whatever. But somebody they were talking to in the league were saying how they've been playing football all their life or whatever. And I used to always think this. You play Pop Warner, high school, college, go to the pros. He said, yo, I played 4 years, everything in college and high school. Why? When I get to the pros, all of a sudden I'm hurt. This. Like, I used to always, he's like, look, this shit is weird to me. Like, all of a sudden now, I'm getting hurt. I'm out. I got to go see a trainer, this, that, and the other. But I understand you're bigger and faster. I understand that, but you ain't been hurt your whole career. But as soon as you get to the pros, you injured now and everything.
Well, you got to look at wear and tear. You dig what I'm saying? And you're playing with the best of the best. When you in Little League, half the dudes you playing against not going to play in high school.
You know in college too.
When you in high school,
with a college, so
say that again.
Up, that pool gets smaller.
But what I'm saying is the pool gets smaller, but the competition gets better. You dig what I'm saying? So when you go from Little League and you're in high school, half them dudes not gonna go to college. So you get to college. Now you with the best players from around their way, from their city and their respected part of the country. So you playing with dogs in college now. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, more than half of them don't go to the league. So when you go to the league, now you with the best of the best of the best along with yourself. And each collision is equivalent to a 30-mile-per-hour car accident.
Right.
That's a lot on your body. On top of that, when you're training, you can overstretch. You can overtrain. You know what I'm saying? To the point where like you might stretch too much the night before and you'll go out there and pop a ligament tomorrow because you overstretched yourself. You know what I mean? It's a lot of factors that go into that, man. And you older. You know what I mean?
I'll give it. Yeah, maybe I'll give it to that part with the over stressing and all that stuff. But like the collisions, it's injuries and shit like that. But a lot of stuff you be hearing like, damn, when did so-and-so get hurt? They wasn't even on the play.
Well, you know what I was talking about with that? That's that turf, bro.
Yeah, that shit is weird to me,
as
man.
As a former player, Poppy, what do you say is the biggest difference in natural grass and artificial turf?
The fact that the dirt and grass actually gives away. You dig what I'm saying? So when I was training to try to play indoor football, like when only experience I had was semi-pro, I didn't go to school, nothing like that. And I was trying to try out for the Lehigh Valley Outlaws. They since became the Steelhawks. But I was trying to try out for the Lehigh Valley Outlaws, and I had a trainer that was in Sutterton. And the field that they had there, it looked like grass, but it was flat. It was like hard, and it was green, and it had white on it. And the science behind it was, he said, this is going to teach you how to cut properly. He said, if you're not cutting on the right angle, the surface is going to make you fall. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it was some state-of-the-art shit back in like 2004. And if you wasn't properly on top of your feet when you was making a cut, if you didn't properly break down, like if I just stuck my foot on it and tried to cut real hard, my foot would slip from under me. Like that was just the way it was designed. Yeah. So that's when I started really like paying attention to grass and artificial turf and stuff like that. So what I noticed is, and they talk about this in videos too, the cleats, you know, they got different levels of cleats.
Right.
You know what I mean? They got 3/4, they got halves and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Most of that is for grass. When you playing on turf, you really shouldn't play in cleats. You know what I'm saying? But the 1/2-inch joints, you can get away with. You can get away with playing with the 1/2-inch cleats on turf. I mean, the 1/4 inch, not the 1/2 inch, the 1/4 inch.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? The thing is, this is going into what you just asked me. when it's in that turf with the rubber beads,
Yeah.
your foot don't give. You dig what I'm saying? So it goes to the weakest point, which is a ligament, which would be your ankle, your knee. You know what I'm saying? Because your foot is not giving. If you're playing on dirt or mud and your foot turns a certain way, the dirt and grass breaks away from under your foot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So your foot just comes out of the grass. The turf holds on to it. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why you see a lot of non-contact injuries.
Right.
Because they stretch, they doing all that,
uniform,
and then they get the run and they go to stop inside that grass. And if that particular part of the field wasn't turned over properly, because that's another thing with turf, it's a machine that they have to go over the turf with to move those little rubber beads around. A lot of the people don't do it because it costs so much to upkeep it. So those rubber beads, which is recycled tires, start setting down into the grass, and they create hard spots. And if that grab your cleat,
you ain't got nowhere to go but down.
You ain't got nowhere to go. So if y'all get a chance, go look at some of the injuries that happen on turf, non-contact. It automatically hit the knee, and it's because there's no give for the foot. The foot is like it's just stops. You know what I mean? So to me, that's the biggest difference, Key. And in my opinion, they are going to go back to natural grass.
It should be uniform across the league.
Or it's two fields that have hybrid turf. It's like artificial mixed with grass. How they do that, I don't know.
Which one is it? Is it Vegas?
No, Vegas is either Vegas or Dallas. Their field is real grass, and it actually goes outside.
Vegas.
All right, yeah.
They're inside. The shit. When I went to the Eagles game, I was amazed at that shit. Yeah. It's like, yo, this is real grass, but the joint leave from the bottom of the stadium and go outside so they can maintain it and shit like that. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Vegas field slides from under the stadium and goes outside so it can get natural sun, it can get all the water and all that, and then it comes in for the games.
That's crazy. That's decent though. That's thorough as hell, but
it's definitely decent.
Dope. I'm sure it's very expensive though.
Well, I mean,
they in Vegas, they can afford it.
That's the direction we might need to go.
Nah, for the benefit of football, leave the East Coast alone. Let it just be natural grass outside. Let it be that cold weather. So them snowy games up in Buffalo or New England, Philly.
But I'm talking about for the domes. I definitely agree with you there.
Yeah, the domes, do it. But you got
they're doing it so the grass don't die. They got Bermuda grass. So it'd be needing a certain amount of sun, it'd be needing a certain amount of water and all that, and they can't get it indoors. It'd be brown spots. They had to spray paint the grass and all that. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you. The East Coast, all the open stadiums, like, yeah, leave them Jones natural grass and rock out. But if you got a dome, it might be cheaper to put the sliding grass underneath.
Yeah, right. I'm with it.
But we almost at the end of the show to wrap it up. Kind of freestyle of the day. I enjoy y'all coming on today and kicking it with me for the first show of the year for us on Philadelphia Eagles Game Day Special here on the Network. Now, before we wrap it up, though, I want to do what I normally do, and I didn't get a chance to do it yet. We're going to go through the lineup. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10, and sometimes until, we have Keeping It Real with Big Roll in the morning, hosted by yours truly, Big Roll. Tuesday evening, we have the Big Exclusive Podcast every Tuesday at 7 p.m., followed by nobody, because it's Wednesday night at 9 p.m., The Rabbit Hole 13, hosted by Taj Mahal, Bianca Monroe, and they call him Mr. Cheese. That's every Wednesday at 9 p.m., The Rabbit Hole 13. Thursdays, coming back, fresher than ever, Foreplay with B, hosted by Bianca Monroe and the twins, Coco and Chanel, every Thursday at 9 on the Big Exclusive Network, Foreplay with B. But wait, there's more. We have a couple of shows that's coming into the network. They're going to have to post them first because I don't remember the name. We have Melanated Vibrations, hosted by Dominique Godwin, MCA. And I believe that we do have a little snippet of her telling us a little bit about the show. Can we hear something from Dominique? Is she loaded up? If not, we can keep.
Hey y'all, it's your favorite master level clinician, Dom here, Dope Black mental health counselor. Yes, I am. I'm just here to tell y'all about my new podcast that I got coming to the big exclusive network called Melanated Vibrations, where we will get into mental health. What is mental health? What impact does it have on the Black and brown community, and what can we do about it? How do we change these stigmas? What are the resources? How do we find them? I'm so excited to come to you guys and share to you what it is that I know as we talk about mental health, anything from codependency, love addiction, gaslighting, depression, whatever it is, whatever the people want, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about current life events and what's going on in the media and how that has an impact on our mental health. So please make sure that you tune in when the show drops. I'll be coming back to you guys soon with a date to let you know about Melanated Vibrations. Until then, peace.
Shout out to Melanated Vibrations, hosted by Dom. And she said she's going to bring Brethren on that show. She was a head doctor. And you know, Brethren is the urban love doctor. So
boy.
She said she's going to bring him on the show for some stuff with that too. We do have a couple of more shows coming up. One more with two other young ladies. They're from out of state, if I'm not mistaken. Unlatched, hosted by Deandra Cargill and I think V Love, I think her name is. Do we have their little promo? Cue it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Deandra Cargill.
And this your girl, V Bell.
Coming straight out of Florida, we host a podcast by the name of Unlatched, where we talk all things culture and society, or just about anything that comes to mind.
And here on Unlatched, we are going to be having some cutthroat conversations, and we're going to be discussing amongst ourselves about our culture and other cultures as well, while trying to stop some of these myths and unnecessary stereotypes, showing you we all don't think, talk, or even act alike. And at the same time, trying to find some common ground amongst ourselves and finding a better understanding with one another.
You can find episodes of Unlatched on most podcast platforms. And you can also find us coming soon to the big exclusive network. So everyone, please come tune in. You definitely don't want to miss it.
At all.
Shout out to Deanna.
I be on go, yeah. Just give me a reason. I told y'all, new year, new show, same energy at Court in the Gym every Thursday night on the big exclusive network, 7 to 8:30. Tap in with me on the Facebook channel and the YouTube channel, Big Exclusive Network. Y'all know what it is. Real people talking about real things. So if you're a real one, get with me. Oh, yeah. You already know. Yeah.
Being as though that joint came in immediately, I'm going to take that as the wrap it up B button. So with that being said, I'm Poppy Montega, Jamal Jackson, Kee Holmes, Philadelphia Eagles Game Day Special. Go Birds. We out.
Go Birds.
Hey, baby.
Got a room for dick riders soon. And no more room left. So if you playing the dick ride, a little late.
Fly, Eagles fly on the road to victor. Fight. Yo, we going all the way this year, man. We going all the way this year. Philadelphia Eagles.